Hey everyone, and welcome back to week 4 of the Pokeball Draft League. We are looking at facing the Landers Down Unders this week, and the first thing I notice is, holy cow, they have a lot of dragons, and they have a lot of fighting types. Fairy is going to be very important. Before we get started in the team builder, one thing I should say, I thought Dondozo was part dragon type. Some of the team building this week was based around that. So just keep that in mind. I'm recording this after the battle, and I realized a little bit through the battle that, oh yeah, Dondozo is just water. So first up, we have our Hydreigon. I wanted to bring this week to give me a little bit of a different speed tier. I also felt like with putting Terra Blast on it and Life Orb combined with Terra Fairy, we could pressure their team quite a bit. The U-turn was there mostly as a way to get around Murkrow, put some good damage into it, and then just get a little bit of a tempo play. Dragon Pulse just for the stab if we didn't Terra into his dragon types, and Heat Wave to try to combine with Torkoal just as a good spread move that could hopefully put a lot of damage under Sunlight with Life Orb as well. Next up, we have Earthworm. I did not bring Stealth Rock on it this week. I didn't really think it would be that much value if we did. We still want to go with the Shed Tail to get a substitute up for either Trick Room Setters or Trick Room Sweepers. Iron Head for the flinch chance as well as the just steel coverage in general. Plus, it can be stab if we don't Terra. We did go Terra Electric again. With Terra Electric, Earthworm doesn't have any weaknesses once we Terra. Helping Hand, we had a lot of spread moves this week. I wanted to see how it would work out. So I decided to bring that instead of something like Protect. And Body Press, especially for the Cyclizar and the Mouse Hold, I wanted to bring. I felt like with Body Press and the defense investment we have, we could put out a lot of damage. Another setup and utility piece for us this week was going to be Rabska. Rabska is one of our most consistent Trick Room setters that we bring each week. Revival Blessing is also such a huge thing to bring in. But I also wanted to go with Psychic and Dazzling Gleam instead of Bug Buzz this week. With Psychic, we get a single target stab move in case he has Wide Guard on something. And again, he has a lot of fighting Pokemon. And Dazzling Gleam could be the spread move if we had to take out dragons and fighting at the same time. It also helps break any sashes, which I thought he might bring on the Pawmot. Let's transition into our special Trick Room Sweepers with Hatterene. Hatterene can also set up Trick Room, but the set we brought this week is about the same as every other week we've brought it. Protect, Trick Room, Dazzling Gleam, and Psychic. The only real difference this week is I made sure to have Terra Fairy, and then also we brought an Expert Belt to hopefully get off better Dazzling Gleams, again, super effective Dazzling Gleams against his team. It was something I wanted to try out instead of Wise Glasses or Life Orb just to test out the damage and see how it felt. Next up, we have Hariyama. I felt like Hariyama this week actually had a decent chance to do a lot of damage. We switched back to the Guts Flame Orb set. We went with Terra Rock to hopefully get off better Rock Slides, especially against stuff like the Murkrow. Protect in case we have to set up our own Flame Orb, just it buys us a turn so we can get that proc off. Ice Punch to counter his Flying and Dragon types, and Drain Punch to keep it on the field a little bit longer. I felt like with all of these combined, the hit point and attack setup, Hariyama could actually do a decent amount of work this week. And finally, everybody's favorite turtle, the Torkoal. After how well it did last week and just the amount of damage it can put out, I guess 2 weeks ago against King Hup, we just went with a Protect, Eruption, Earth Power, Heat Wave. Nothing special. Terra Fire. We just wanted to put out as much damage as we could with this thing. Terra Fire in the sun with Eruption as long as it wasn't attacked into, or we could just Heat Wave if we thought it was going to be. Still put out a ton. Earth Power to help against the Iron Hands I was expecting to come, and those were really the biggest threats. Our team this week is a little more specially Trick Room centered. I decided not to bring King Gambit because of the amount of fighting type Pokemon he had. I just didn't think it would match up well into it. Thought about Brute Bonnet and Scovillain as well for the grass types to deal with Dondozo, and just didn't think they would be necessary. That's why they're not here this week. But hopefully I'll have the battle video out in a day or two, and everyone can check it out then.